Hello everyone, this is the Logistic Engineer. Today we are going to be playing FTB Academy. Let's begin by creating our world here. What should we name our world? Let it be just world. We're gonna go with survival. All of the options just default. Let's create our new world. So this is the 1.12.2 version of the mod pack. They have a 1.16 one also. I haven't tested it out yet, but I thought it would be better to just start with 1.12.2 so that we get a hang of what's what, basically. As long as we come here, as soon as we come in here, let's see. We get 3 achievements. Welcome to FTB Academy. And the integrations information, that's not relevant to us. So we start in the Academy building here. That is in a different dimension. Let's open our quest book. So in here it should teach us about the quest book mechanics basically. You can open quests, you can interact with the quests, and you can complete quests, get reward, and completing quests will basically open other quests in which you can just follow. It's all easy stuff. Let's see. Okay, it just allows me to read into things. Like here. This is going to be useful when I'm dealing with complicated kinds of mods. Getting a description on what I'm supposed to be doing. In this building, we can just restart the entire building or just skip through it. We're just gonna quickly go through it. So until we complete a quest, this door is going to be locked. Let's see. In here, it just shows us how to use the just enough items. We know how to use it. Just go through it. Let's see. This is the general storage. So in modded Minecraft, you have different types of storage. You see here, this is a regular oak chest. It has a limited amount of storage. We have a diamond chest here that is bigger. We have a storage crate, which is nearly the same, almost the same. We have drawers here. We can have multiple drawers in one block. We have a compacting drawer here that is basically going to allow us to take the nuggets, place them in, take them as either ingots or as blocks as we get them. So it tells us to upgrade this chest into an iron chest. You see here, it has grown. So it wants us to take some cobblestone and some wood. Click the iron nugget in the bottom right store and punch the top so to take an iron block. Oh yeah, I'm going to put this in and then receive all of the items as a block of iron. And now we have a storage disk. We have virtual storage, which basically allows us to put and store items in this disk. Basically, this is like a replacement of the chest there. And we have storage tanks here. You can just store liquids in these tanks. That's a quick overview of what's going on. Let's see. It wants us to open chest on the left and take one of each. Or... Let's see. We get a dirt, gold, and iron. And this chest, we set it to be whitelist. And we whitelist these items. I think it doesn't have the dirt, yeah. And this one, we set it as dirt. And this one, we set a blacklist. So what we basically did is, our items coming from this chest using this servo are going to get filtered through these resonant filters here. These are set to whitelist, so they will accept these items. But no matter what filter you set, items will always try to go to the nearest chest. So they will end up in here. So we have to set up a blacklist here of the ores. And then we set up a dirt whitelist here. So it's only going to accept dirt. And rest will go into this resonant filter. Ideally you can just black this out if you know like these items are going to be coming in here. But let's see. When we flick this lever, you see items are coming out. They're going to come here because they don't match any of these. But the rest, they're just going to go through. So here, these portable tanks have two modes. They can accept fluids. No matter what, they are always going to accept fluids from the top. But for the bottom part, you can left click them with a wrench and then make them into export mode. And exporting with servos, usually they require a redstone signal. You can just set it to ignore the redstone signal and work without a redstone signal whatsoever. So in here we're going to see how energy generation works. We put the coal generator in here. We put the coal inside. As soon as we go put it in, we get energy output. Crystal flux, or I'm more accustomed to RF. And we have a leadstone flux duct, which is energy transport block. So you see here, it just takes the energy inside of it and it just transfers it between machines. So in here we have a redstone furnace, we're going to place it, and thanks to this pipe it's just going to take the RF in, and it wants us to cook some iron ore. We're going to take the iron ore, put it in here, wait for it to cook. It is using energy in order to do that. So you see it is using 20 RF ticks, and we tick it. Moving on, we have Astral Sorcery in this mech. It tells me you have to rely on the quests and using the just enough items. So let's take these. Place the crafting table on the white wall. Let's go ahead. Craft a resonating wand. Let's see. Resonating wand. So this crafting requires starlight, as you can see. The provider of this starlight is this floating crystal here. It is nighttime, so it just takes the moon energy, puts it here. And thanks to this, you can just craft the resonating wand. And it wants us to do a luminous crafting table. Let's see. The same mechanic here. It needs starlight. We set it to craft. And we place it here. So this, you see this bar here? It takes energy from this crystal. And this crystal takes energy from the stars up above. And it wants us to craft some illumination powder. Let's see. And I think we left click with the ones. It takes the energy. And we got our illumination powder. Now we're going to Botania. Let's see. We have items here. Craft flowers into petals. We can just put them into our crafting tab and then we can just convert them into petals. Fill the petter apoteracy with the water buckles. We fill it with water. And it wants us to drop in these materials. One gray, one red, and then we drop a seed in. That gives us an ender flame. Ender flame basically generates electricity using coal and smeltables. So we drop it. It should take it. And then this mana spreader. The ender flame is connected to this mana spreader. It generates mana from the coal we just dropped. And we point this here. So it just sends its mana into here, this pool. And we can craft mana steel using this mana pool. If we have enough mana, we can just drop in iron. And by dropping 2 elementum into here, we get a single elementum. That's nice. So it wants us to take the quest reward. Here. And we can finally go to the overworld.